What's going on, guys? Your boy Uchi, and we are back again, once again. How you guys doing today? So we have a video for you guys, more of a discussion-based video here, and we're going to be talking about what's going on with EVO 2019. So this year has a very interesting lineup. I've never really done any kind of discussional breakdown videos for upcoming tournaments, fighting games, stuff like that. I know I have done some content like my vlogs and whatnot here and there, but this definitely goes along with some of the intended content that I've been trying to get on here on this channel. So this is going to be, should be pretty straightforward, to be honest. Just going to give my thoughts and opinions on this year's lineup for EVO 2019. Just to list them down from top to bottom, we have Under Night, Smash Ultimate, Fighters, which, to be honest, was a surprise for me because I actually didn't think that Fighters was coming back with, you know, the Fighters Championship tour that they have right now. Cross Tag, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Soul Calibur 6, Mortal Kombat 11, and then Samurai Showdown. Now, the only reason why I'm saying Samurai Showdown is a surprise is because the game's not even out yet, and this isn't the first time we've been seeing something like this. They did this last year with a BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, which I like to call Ruby the fighting game, and it's interesting that they're doing it again with Samurai Showdown. They're putting a lot of faith into the game, obviously, and you know, introducing a game in your main lineup as one of those titles definitely shows that you have a lot of faith in that game. So with all that being said, it is a little interesting that Samurai Showdown hasn't been seen or around in a very, very long time. I don't know if it's ever, actually no, it's actually never been a part of the official EVO lineup. It's probably been side events. I'm not entirely 100% sure on that, but just given the fact that Samurai Showdown is a classic fighting game, and I'm sure that it does have a fan base behind it, not trying to knock it in any way or undersell it to you guys, but it is a game that I have actually been interested in picking up, especially the new one. As far as all of these other titles, just looking at the graphic presenting the lineup for this year is just, it's interesting. It looks like a pretty solid lineup, but at the same time it's missing a couple of other titles, which I am surprised for many different reasons, as to you know why they didn't make it in, or just what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that there is a couple on this list that aren't on this list that makes it seem less EVO. I don't really know if that's the right thing that I'm trying to say here, but I will just get off the top of my chest. I will get off the top of my head that Dragon Ball FighterZ, they made it seem like they weren't bringing this game back, and I am really happy that FighterZ is actually back on the main EVO lineup. That's actually really good. I'm actually really happy about this. Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, even Mortal Kombat 11 not even being out yet, and Soul Calibur 6, those four are, and Smash Ultimate, so those five are obvious choices. Those were a given to me. Those were definitely on my predictions list. Cross Tag, Guilty Gear, those were up in the air because of, you know, just Anime EVO, because Anime EVO normally pays attention and gives time to all the other anime fighters that are out there. And the fact that Cross Tag is on the main lineup says a lot. And then Eunice, I think this is the first time Eunice has ever featured in such a fashion for EVO. So I think that that's really good. That's really good, and it's really cool to see that this anime game is also getting some faith behind it. I think that's really neat. As far as like how I feel about Mortal Kombat 11, I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. You know, this is the NRS game for this season, or the however many years down the line that MK11 lasts, whether it's 2 or 3 years. It's obviously swapped out from Injustice. And you know that it is what it is. Street Fighter and Tekken, they're not going anywhere. Smash Ultimate is literally brand freaking new. It's definitely not going nowhere. Last year was featured as a playable game through the Nintendo booth. So outside of that, I mean, it's kind of a given that it was going to be brought here. So I think wrapping this up shortly, because I know this isn't meant to necessarily be that long of a video, just to get my thoughts out, but I'm okay with this, but at the same, it's like weird, like I don't even know how to feel. Like it's like not, I don't know if it's not having Guilty Gear or not having Melee. It is Melee is the elephant in the room. Let's not lie about this. Melee is most certainly the elephant in the room, and I have my tweet up. Okay, this is me that tweeted this graphic off of the stream that they were revealing with the Markman. Wow, it's a total brain fart there. And Mr. Wiz, and Melee is of course not on this list. Now Melee has been one of the biggest games, drawing games I should say, that has brought in a lot of competitors, a lot of entrants. And it's done EVO well for all the years that it has been represented. It has a lot of history. It has an illustrious history, very colorful history. Can't really take anything away from Melee outside of the fact that this game is, I think, personally, my opinion, way past its time. The fact that we are in the 5th installment of Smash Bros. And we're still, we still have people that are supporting it in ways that just exceed the expectation, especially with all these other fighting games. I mean, in today's day and age, I remember there was a fighting game drought at one point, and I lived through that growing up. I felt like if you did want to play any fighting games, you had to pretty much play anything that was like PS2, Dreamcast, or even further beyond that, or before that, I should say. And this time around, it's like Melee has been the one game outside of all these other fighting games like Super Turbo, Third Strike, any of the older Tekken games, any of the older Soul Caliburs. All of these games, in their own rights and respect, have that kind of special feel to them where, they can hold their own weight, and they have a lot of players behind them, and they have their own legacies. As far as Smash goes, I mean, it's like I don't want to get into the whole like nitty gritty of exactly what it might be, but because it's all basically at the end of the day objective. If you want to look at it, if you look at it with that kind of with those kind of eyes or mindset. But I mean, I'm sure it's going to piss off a lot of people. I'm sure that having, no Melee is going to definitely upset a lot. But at the same time, it's probably going to get a lot of people saying like, oh, finally, it's about time. Because, I know that for quite some time now, people were very upset at how Smash got 2 games. During EVO lineup, it was always like whatever the mainline Smash and then Melee. So, which was Smash 4 and now it's Smash Ultimate. I'm glad that in a sense, I'm not glad that they took it away for all the wrong reasons. I'm just glad that they decided that okay, like Melee has had its time. It's been here because let's face it, like a lot of these games, all of the games. With the exception of Samurai Showdown, Unist, and even MK11, they have like EVO is a tournament where they have their main games. Is 9 games this year, 9 main title games. Okay, that they're featuring, and there's always a time period where we're gonna see Street Fighter 5 for the next however many years that Capcom decides to support their game. But as soon as Street Fighter 6 gets announced, you see where I'm going with this? They will move on to the next game. And Street Fighter 5, if anyone still wants to play it, because let's face it, people are still playing 4, people are still playing 3 and ST, which is Super Turbo, okay? 2, 3, and 4 still have their tournaments. CVS 2 still has their tournaments. Even Marvel 2, Marvel 3. There's always going to be side events and some kind of player support from any of those that love their game and they will always have the opportunity to play it in person with people in real time without having to worry about any kind of online crap. With Smash, it's like Melee has been around, and it's just like we've had, it's been taking up space as far as, you know, the main lineup. It's like 9 games is a good amount, but at the same time, it's like, think of all the other games that didn't even make it on this list. DOA 6, that's the big one. I'm really surprised at how they're giving a huge chance with Samurai Showdown, and they're having a lot of faith with Eunice, and there's no DOA 6, which is kind of mind-boggling, to be completely 100 with you guys. But I don't know. I think like I said, this list is very interesting. I don't really like, it's solid, I guess. I don't even know if that's the right word, but you know, I don't even know if it's looking at all the logos at once, where it's just like the only colorful logos are like the ones on the sides, like the top right, top left, and middle right, middle left, like Cross Tag, Street Fighter, Dragon Ball. It's like, it's almost like they all blend in with each other, because all the logos just basically they're kind of along the same kind of color scheme. I'm not saying like their logos are bad. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look as, I don't know. It's weird. All the games in their own respect are very entertaining, enjoyable, and they're fun games. But it's just weird. I don't know. Like, just let me know in the comments if you guys are getting the same kind of feelings or similar feelings as I am right now, because I honestly don't even truly know. Like, I am okay. I am actually happy that, you know, the given games are here, and surprises for me, to be completely honest, was Dragon Ball Fighters, and I obviously Samurai Showdown too. Eunice, I was like, oh, okay, like that's good. Like, you know, I know I have a lot of friends that play Eunice. I have Eunice. I haven't even played it yet, so that's just a personal problem. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. I don't know. Like, I'm definitely planning on attending again for my second time. Last year was my first. I'm definitely trying to commentate again. I'm hoping that they do have Poke in there, because I mean, I know, you know, 2 years ago we had a run-in with Marvel 3. We tried to really get it to be featured as a main title, but unfortunately it lost by a few hairs, I want to say. But I don't know, guys. Well, that's pretty much my breakdown, my thoughts on this topic. Here's the EVO lineup. You guys can check out the official EVO Twitter, where you can see the actual clips of all of the games being announced one after another. And yeah, so you got Smash, we got Eunice, Fighters, Cross Tag, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Soul Calibur 6, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown. So I'm hoping that we get to see more footage from Samurai Showdown. I'm pretty sure the game should be coming out soonish. Mortal Kombat comes out in April, and all the other games are already out and available to play. So guys, again, let me know what you guys thought about it. My name is Uchi. If you didn't already know, now you know. All of my social media is in my description below. Please go ahead and follow me everywhere that you see there. Definitely support me and the channel by doing so. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks again for coming. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. You are